Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'll be showing off the Black Prince. Now it's been a while since I've created a World of Tanks video, and I've had a couple of tries, I've done a couple of tries fixing everything, because I've been using a very cheap computer, as you can see by the standard definition, but I won't really talk about my struggles, because to be honest, I should be able to do more than enough to get this channel up and running, but I haven't been trying awfully hard, I'm sorry to say. But enough about me. Let's get on to the replay. Okay, so this is one of my own replays, and today I'll be playing with the Black Prince. Now, some people say that the Black Prince is a very bad tank. I say that the Black Prince is a very good tank when it's at least a tier 8 or a tier 7 game. Not so much a tier 9 game, but you can still do pretty well in a tier 9 game. It's got plenty of armor. I believe about 152 at the front, 72 or somewhere around there on the sides. So it's pretty good at side scraping, and not a lot in the back. Not exactly sure. I think it's 38. And then the turret's pretty good, as you can see by the gun mantlet. But the roof armor is a little bit weak. And so yeah. Now, one of the biggest problems with this tank is that the mid plates are so weak. See, the mid plates here and here, this mid plate and this mid plate, they're very weak. I mean, this is lower plate and the mid plate, they're very weak. But without further ado, we should get into the replay. Now, I go with a pretty standard loadout, because this thing carries so much ammunition. I put 55 AP rounds, 20 APCR rounds, 9 HE rounds. And the AP rounds are a little bit underwhelming for a tier 7 heavy tank. 171 penetration, that's not a lot. But the APCR shells are pretty good, 239. And then I carried 9 HE cells for lulz, I guess. But anyway, so I'm gonna be using free camera mode for most of the replay because that's kind of boring. This little fixed camera mode is kind of boring. So, as you can see, most of my team are complete idiots, and six of my teammates have gone up this little road. Make it 7, and I probably got spotted by that dead M7, and I'm being shot at by the AMX 1375. I rotate my armor to him, making the side of my tank very unlikely for him to penetrate me, but that exposes the rear armor, which is very, very weak. And, well, I had to get out of that situation. I wasn't going to drive towards him. Now, the AMX 1375 has gone under. This is played in patch 9.18. So the AMX 1375. Sorry. Well, all the AMX autoloaders have had their clips reduced to 4 instead of 6. And right here, I'm just blind firing that SU-100Y, the box tank, as many call it. And it's not going too well. Anyway, so I finally get a good shot into the MX. First damaging shot of the game is a high roll, and we're already down 2-4. It was 2-1 very not so long ago, but oh boy. Oh boy. Not good. We just had an M4 suicide. And now it's 2-7. Never good. Never good. It pains me to see a chappy with 360 hit points when it used to be 580. What an awfully aimed shot. and I don't get the kill in the SU-100Y. I should be calling it the box tank because it's much easier to say. And for a second, we were only down 3-7. Now it's 3-9. Three-quarters of our team has melted away. And one of the most annoying things about the Black Prince is that it has 4 degrees of gun depression and only about 12 degrees of gun elevation. And now I really need to get out of this situation. I'm being shot at from the sides. I'm being shot at from the front. I want to keep my frontal armor towards the most amount of enemies. So I'm going to charge into the swarm of enemy tanks that went down the valley, which almost nobody checked. And there's a Tiger P. No, the Tiger P is on the other side of the map. Now there's an AMX 1375 coming up behind me. I don't want to get hit by him, but this Leopard keeps pestering me. I tried to get a shot into the M4 because he's a more dangerous target with that 105mm gun, which he's more than likely carrying because he's a Panzer IV-H. Why would you take the 75mm gun? Anyway, I was firing a few APCR rounds, basically wasting them on the Leopard. And, yeah, it's 5-11. It's 5-11. This is not going well. And I have a VK and a T-3485 behind me. The T-3485 is a good player. He's got 2 barks of excellence on this gun barrel last time I checked. And now I see this. Oh, that was a really high roll. We need to kill the Leopard, but no, he gets into cover because I was auto-aiming. Here is an AMX, and that is lag. That is what happens when you use a Mac computer. What I do, I manage to finish him off. I've lost my commander, but I haven't realized it yet. Now I've put him back in action, and it's now 7 versus 12. I mean 7 to 12. 3 versus 8. Not good. Not good at all. And now it's 3 versus 7. Thank you, T-34. That was very much needed. And I see the T-43. He's just poking out. And now there's an A-43. We need to get rid of him as soon as possible. Just because the T-43 can come and charge me whenever he would likes to. And look what I'm doing right now. The Black Prince has almost no gun depression, and it has even less gun depression over the back. And you see what this is actually working, which is surprising. I'm reverse side scraping in a British heavy tank. And these enemies just keep coming out into the view of the T-34. Actually, no, T-34 has died. It was a 2 versus 6 for a minute there. That VK is still in full health, but there's a Tiger B coming up behind him. He needs to be careful. Meanwhile, I'm trying to rush his T-43, as it looks like there's nobody else left on this flank. Because the LY experimental, the T-34 and the Tiger P on the other side. However, the M44 could be backing up this T-43. He takes off my tracks, but I immediately put them back on. And this is where he makes his fatal mistake. He runs right into dead teammate, and there's nothing he can do now. I'm just gonna out DPM him. There's nothing he can do. British heavy tank. Out DPMing a medium tank. And then it was 1 versus 4. Sorry. It was 2 versus 5, and if I had waited just a little bit longer, it would have been a 1 versus 5. No Colabenos medal for me. And I should have been able to take out that Tiger P. But I took a really bad shot. I should have waited longer for it to aim. And unfortunately, the Tiger P is still alive. And I'm on less than 400 health, so he can 2-shot me effectively. And even that, there's an artillery piece in a T-34 with who, if he's spamming gold rounds, he's very effective versus a Black Prince, unless he hits the gun mantlet on the front of the tank. Let's see. We've blocked almost 3,000 damage. We've done over 2,000 damage, and we have almost over 1,500 spotting damage in a heavy tank. Not bad, not bad. And let's see where all those shots are ricocheting. Let's see. There, 2 shots have gone in through the gun mantlets of all things. Very strange. And most of the ricochets have come off the side armor, which is pretty good. The T-34 is right there, and I get hit by an APCR shell, silly, from the Tiger P. I need to hug this dead tank, and then the artillery splashes me. An excellent shot into the T-34, but I'm more scared. And then it misses, RNG. No, why? Why do you do this to me? I'm much more afraid of the Tiger P because he's spamming APCR shells, and the artillery doesn't blind fire me. He just shoots me, and it's pretty clear that the artillery has located back here, according to the indicators, right where the Tiger P is. And I know I have to back off. I have to back off in order to win this game. Whoa, what was that? It's weird. Started lagging out a little bit right there. Anyway, you have to back off to avoid the artillery piece. And right now I'm sitting on 19 health, and this is craziness. 19 health, 1 versus 3. One of them is an artillery piece, and one's spamming APCR. One of them is a bottom tier medium tank who can't really do much about you. But then again, he is spamming APCR. This is going to be very, very difficult. The T-34 can always go around, so I point my gun over to the ridge, because that's where my most vulnerable armor is pointed towards. And right now, I'm just hoping that they try to cap out. And boom, right there. Right then and there, someone starts taking the brace. And it can't be the artillery, because the artillery can't shoot over all those dead tanks and only hit there. You would have seen the tracer. And there you go. There's the T-34. He could have ended the game right then and there, but he shot the space armor. Basically, he shot this part of my tank. And you can't penetrate the hole from that part of the tank. That's why some of the British heavies are pretty trollish. And now there's 2 people capping. There is the Tiger P. 2 people capping. There's 20 seconds left in the game. This is a very slow British heavy, because almost all the British heavies are pretty slow. You've got 10 seconds left on the game. The capture is going up to 81, 83, 85. Will I be able to reset? Will this be a heartbreak? 91, 93, 95, 90, 99, 100, reset at 100, 71 seconds, 71, reset down to 71, and now we have to reset the T-34. I donked the shell right into the dead tank, and I have to go in. The artillery will be aiming, will be reloading, but he will not be reloading for long. I bounced another 2 or 3 APCR shells, and I shut him down at 95. The artillery misses, but stuns my crew. Luckily. That's crazy. And look where he was. That sneaky bastard. Right there. Is he gonna... Wow. I am very surprised by how fast that artillery was able to reload. Then again, it's 9.18, and they've reduced all the aiming on the reload, reloading time, whatever you're gonna call it, significantly. They reduced the auto damage. That's probably why I survived a direct hit, only losing 100 hit points out of... That should have been an easy kill for the M44, but luckily for me, it wasn't. Anyways, overall, this was a fantastic game. I was shaking all over. I managed to get 8 kills, over 2,500 damage, over 3,000 damage blocks, over 1,500 K spotting. And without further ado, we shall now look at the post-game stats. Hello guys, and here are the post-game results. Let's see. I must have hit a couple of blind shots, maybe two. And we finished with 2,700 damage dealt. As stated before, 3,230 damage blocked and 1,500 damage spotting, which is absolutely crazy. We managed to kill 8 tanks, earning a rally bolters and a top gun. We got the high caliber. We got Spartan, which was a ridiculous Spartan. Must have gotten, if we got multiple awards for Spartans, I would have gotten at least 5. We got a defender for doing almost 190 points of 190 points of defending, I guess. Cool-headed for surviving 10 ricochets and non-penetrations in a row from enemy tanks. That's a good one. Steel wall. And then we got these meh awards. We got our ace tanker, which wasn't too surprising. We got a spotter award in a heavy tank. That is crazy. Anyway, so these two, I don't really know much. This guy, he was one of the last people to die on my team, last person to die on my team, but we finished with 1,500 base experience. Absolutely crazy. 11 awards, which is again crazy. And this guy, he held the city by himself. I'm sorry if I didn't shout him out. He was rooting me on this entire game, and he had a good game himself, so good job to you, buddy. This guy was a very important role in winning this game. Not so much this guy. He took out the leopard, but then again, he did take out the no. The T-3485 took out the leopard, meaning you were pretty much worthless, but you had 1,400 damage, and then the rest of the team was kind of meh. And I feel bad for him. Although he was spamming APCR ammunition, he was this close to winning it for his team, and so is this guy. This guy too. He basically carried for his team. Almost 1,300 damage dealt in a T-34 bottom tier. I applaud you, man. And the M44, I gotta feel bad for him. He fired 24 shots, 3 were direct penetrations, and 2, oh my, direct hits, and 3 were penetrations. 8 splash damage. Oh no. 8 stuns caused. That's crazy. Oh my god. And we fired a lot of APCR shells, and I wasn't running in premium count at this time, so we lost 2,400 credit, 24,000 credits, excuse me. And that was our first game of the day, so we got 2 times experience for that. And that was a great game, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Peace!